Well, when you go to vote 8 days from now, the primary election, depending on where you live, you might have ballot questions that ask you how your city or county should be handling certain issues.
Yeah, we're talking about everything from whether or not you want self-driving taxis on your streets to whether or not you want a new police station built. NBC5's Rose Schmidt is here to give us some of the highlights. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Marion and Alex. Some ballot questions are advisory, meaning non-binding. Those are only meant to gauge how voters feel about a particular topic. Others we're going to tell you about are bond referenda, which ask voters to issue bonds for new projects like roads or buildings.
A question about a Trump administration program will be on your ballot if you live in McHenry County or some townships in Cook and Lake counties. It asks whether Illinois should opt in to a scholarship tax credit program, something about half of U.S. states have done, mostly Republican-led states. Illinois policy, which helped craft the wording, says it's an opportunity to tell Governor Pritzker whether you think students should receive financial help from private donors.
Donors can donate to a scholarship granting organization and get that $1,700 annual federal tax credit. But Illinois students will only get the money if the state opts into the program.
A political science professor calls the language vague.
It doesn't matter so much on this one because it's not binding, but there's no question that it's unclear that federal tax money will be reduced by the amount people choose to pay into this program.
Some other ballot questions in our area are about issuing bonds for construction projects. Geneva, for example, is considering a new police station. Naperville Park District is weighing whether to build a new indoor activity center. Glencoe is considering renovating its library, and Yorkville High School is asking voters about building an addition. We've been reporting about Waymo testing out self-driving taxis in our state. They're not legal yet, but some cities are preparing for the future. On the March primary ballot, Niles is asking whether voters want to allow these robo-taxis to operate within the village. This is an advisory question, so no action would be taken. And finally, how do you feel about term limits for your mayor and other city officials? Berwyn, Dalton, and Niles are all asking a form of that question.
Now check your ballot before you go to the polls to find out if you'll be answering any of these questions or others. We will put a full list on our website. Marion?
Thanks so much, Rose. And as Rose mentioned, the Illinois primary is 8 days away on Tuesday, March 17th. Not only can you check your ballot on our website, you can also see how to vote early and how to register to vote here in Illinois. Check out our complete voter's guide at NBCChicago.com.